Mannsi Agrawal is an international corporate trainer and transformational speaker based in Nepal. She has given motivations and training to be different and various national security bodies. She has also traveled 8 different countries and give trainings and motivations. She has also gave training and motivations to the Miss Nepal. She has also given a TEDx talk in September 2018. Talking about her achievements is like taking the water from the ocean. So, without delaying, let's welcome her on the stage. Let's welcome Miss Mannsi Agrawal on the stage. Give round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. How do you feel being here? Happy? Firstly, many congratulations for 2 reasons. Number 1, 25 years. Let's have a round of applause for everyone. And number 2, each one of you has made a decision to change your life and to grow yourself. Yes or no? Okay. मैले हेरेको धेरै रमाइलो भयो. Yes or no? रमाइलो भइरा थियो? Tara, can everyone settle down, please? Tara, for the next half an hour or so, I will talk to you about something important that can change your life. Okay, before that, humanities ko students say yay! Law students say yay! Management students say yay! Science students say yay! Wow, that's amazing. And all the students who want to be super successful say yay, yay, yay. One more time, I'll take out my phone and I'm going to take a video and everyone's going to say yay, yay, yay on that video. Is that okay? Yes? Let's go. All the students who want to be super successful say yay, yay, yay. Okay, now, अब म आफ्नो लाइफबाट कुनै कहानीहरू भन्छु. If you want to share anything, you can raise your hand and maybe we can talk. When I was in grade 8, म कक्षा 8 मा पढ्दाखेरि मेरो प्रिन्सिपलले हामीलाई एउटा सजिलो कुरा भन्नु भएको थियो. उहाँले भन्नु भएको थियो, you, I repeat students, you are the sum total of all the choices you make. तपाईले आफ्नो लाइफमा कुन कुरा चुज गर्नु भएको छ त्यसले तपाईको लाइफको सक्सेस डिसाइड गर्छ. क्लास 8 मा हुँदाखेरि मलाई यो कुराको खास मतलब खास लागेन. मैले केही बुझ्न सकिन. तर आज I'm 38 years of age अनि आज यता हुँदाखेरि I understand exactly what she meant. And to explain to you what it was, I'm going to ask you 4 stories or 4 questions. Let's start with this. Yo ke ho ta? Ke ho? Paisa, yes or no? Who wants it? Haath mathi garnu hola. Haath mathi if you want it. Chahiyo bhane haath yesto garnu. Okay. Now, yo note like carefully हेर्नु होला. अब चाहियो भने हात माथि गर्नु होला. मैले नोटलाई फोल्ड गरे. नोटलाई पत्याए. चाहियो हात माथि. ओके. तेस्रो चोटी फेरि चाहियो भने हात माथि. ओके. फोर्थ टाइम चाहियो भने हात माथि. ओके. अब हेर्नु मैले नोटलाई यो तरिकाले कुम्चाए. अहिले पनि चाहियो? यस अर नो? किन? नोट को वैल्यू घट्दैन. यस और नो? अब साइलेन्स. एउटा कुरा भन्छु. तपाईहरुको लाइफमा the only way that you can make people interested in being associated with you if you increase your own value. Do you agree with me or not? Yes or no? Value kasari badaune ta. How does a person increase their own value? Please understand, तपाईहरु अहिले +2 मा हुनुहुन्छ. There is just one way to increase your value, and when I tell you about that one way, you will understand choice number 1. Value बढाउने सबभन्दा सजिलो तरिका is to focus on learning. When I was in college, I focused on learning, but this is my suggestion to you. Don't just focus on learning about your studies. That is not enough. तपाईहरुलाई लाग्छ आजकल competition बढ्या छ पहिला भन्दा? Yes or no? Yes. Do you know that 55,000 people have lost their jobs in the last 1 week all over the world in Twitter and Facebook? Do you know about this? Yes or no? Yes. Mass layoffs are common. How do you increase your value? How do you make sure that people respect you, want to work with you all the time? The only way of doing that is by increasing your value by learning. तर तपाईहरु भन्नुहुन्छ, "Ma'am, हामी त कलेज आउँदैछौं, स्कुल आउँदैछौं, we are learning." That is not enough. When I say learning, learn everything. Learn how to drive, learn how to cook, learn how to make friends, learn how to network, learn photography, learn anything and everything you want to, किनकि त्यसले तपाईको भ्याल्यु बढाउने हो. एउटा कुरा मलाई भन्नु, कति जनाले स्टिभ जब्स को नाम सुन्नु भएको छ? Raise your hand. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Which company did he start? Apple. तर तपाईलाई थाहा छ एप्पल सँगै त्यतिखेर कति धेरै यस्तो सफ्टवेयर, हार्डवेयर, आईटी कम्पनीज थियो. एप्पलमा फरक के थियो? Does anyone know? फरक के थियो? Apple products are generally easier to use and nicer looking than the other products of that time. And why Steve Jobs managed to do that is because he did not focus only on IT. He did not focus only on making a fabulous product. He studied IT, he studied computing, he worked in computing. तर कलेजमा हुँदाखेरि उहाँले डिसाइड गर्नु भएको थियो, म विभिन्न प्रकारको इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा पढ्छु. अनि यसै क्रममा उहाँले डिजाइनिङ and calligraphy ko class pani parnu bhatyo. And because he did this, he had an extra skill set. Wako IT ma specialization थियो, tara धेरै कुराको knowledge bakoma, he could also use other skills and make himself stand out from the crowd. What does that tell you? આજકલ the world is about people who know one skill in great depth, specialization. For you, it could be science, it could be law, it could be anything. Tara, aru skills ko pani, general information is important. You see people succeeding all the time, not only because they know one thing, but because they know 2 or more things. Are you understanding? Does this make sense to you? Yes or no? Yes or no? Always remember, focus on your specialization, but learn other things. So the first choice that I want to tell you about today is, whenever you have to choose between learning and not learning, till the age of 30, choose learning. Choice number 1 that can make you have exponential value, focus on learning. Ma'am, ke seekhne hami? Learn anything. Mero euta sathile marketing manager ko job payo Amazon ma, one of the biggest companies in the world. How? She also knew photography. Management to ulai आउँथ्यो, marketing थाहा थियो, तर photography सिकेपछि she had a unique skill set which not everyone would have, and that made a huge difference. Is that okay, everyone? Have you got this? Yes? No. What did you not get? Sweetheart, ask me quickly. Hazur? Always remember, specialize and then learn some general skills. Number 2, skill number 2. I will tell you a story now about 2 frogs. Frog lai Nepali ma ke bhancha? Bhyaguta. Ek choti, there were 2 frogs and they were walking in a jungle. It was late in the evening and the frogs did not realize tara waharuko agadi euta khalto thyo. There was a ditch ahead of them. Both the frogs were walking, they did not see, they fell into that ditch. And they started screaming, help, help, help. कोही पनि आएन त्यो दुईटा सानो भ्यागुटालाई हेल्प गर्ने तर आधी घण्टा पछि तीन ठुलो जनावरले उहाँको कुरा सुन्नुभयो. And these big animals were walking around in the jungle and they came and they stood outside the ditch. के हेर्छ यो ditchमा दुईटा सानो भ्यागुटा तल छ अनि सानो भ्यागुटा कराइराछ हेल्प हेल्प हेल्प. ठुलो जनावरहरू माथिबाट हेरिराख्नु भएको छ अनि उहाँहरूले भन्छ छ्या सक्दैन. They'll never be able to come out alive. यति ठुलो खाल्टो दुईटा सानो भ्यागुटा कहाँबाट निस्किन्छ. एउटा भ्यागुटाले उहाँहरूको कुरा सुन्यो. त्यो भ्यागुटाले सोच्यो ओहो यति ठुलो जनावर उहाँहरूले भनिराख्नु भएको छ हामी निस्किन सक्दैनौँ. डेफिनेटली हामी निस्किन सक्दैनौँ. त्यो भ्यागुटाले यस्तो गर्यो सुत्यो अनि मर्यो. The other frog on the other hand tried to come out. आधी घण्टासम्म धेरै कोसिस गरेर ट्राई गर्यो 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 टु कम आउट. निस्कन सकेन. तीन जनावर अहिले पनि उभिराख्नु भएको छ अनि उहाँहरू अहिले पनि भइराख्नु भएको छ सक्दैन सक्दैन. You cannot come out alive. We have to stop the noise. After some time, the big animals kept on saying, you will not be able to come alive. You won't be able to come out alive. भ्यागुटाले ट्राई गर्यो. आधी घण्टा, एक घण्टा, दुई घण्टा, तीन घण्टा पछि suddenly he made one big jump and he came out alive. All the animals, the big animals were completely shocked. They didn't know what to do. त्यो ठुलो जनावरहरू फोन निकालेर फोटो लिनुभयो. कसरी यो भ्यागुटा निस्क्यो त? फोन निकालेर फोटो लियो, फोटो भाइरल भयो. Suddenly everybody wanted to know how did that one small frog come out alive. एउटा प्रेस कन्फरेन्स राख्यो अनि प्रेस कन्फरेन्समा रिपोर्टरले त्यो भ्यागुटालाई सोध्यो सर how did you come out alive. माइक अगाडि राख्यो. माइकमा भ्यागुटाले केही भनेन. फेरि सोध्यो सर how did you come out alive. फेरि माइक अगाडि राख्यो. फेरि भ्यागुटाले केही भनेन. तेस्रो पटक सोध्यो सर how did you come out alive. फेरि भ्यागुटाले केही भनेन. तर यो पालि उले मात्र यो गर्यो. He was deaf. And when those three big animals were discouraging him, when those three big animals were telling him that he would not be able to come out alive, that frog could not hear them. What does this story tell you? What I learned from this story is this. The world will always tell you what you cannot do. Yes or no? Have you heard that? Yes? The world will try to impose limitations on you. तिमी यति मात्र गर्न सक्छौ, यो भन्दा बेसी तिमी सक्दैनौ. Just remember, when that happens, become like frog number 2. Stop listening to what the world is saying. Stop listening to the world because you know about yourself better than anybody else. सानो हुँदाखेरि I had somebody in my school, she kept on telling me, I'll not do well in maths, not do well in maths. For a long time, I believed her. I kept on thinking, I can't do well in maths. She's smarter than me. Thulo janavar jaste, she knows more than me. But then later, one day I decided, aba ma afei responsibility linsu, ma padhai garchu, I will put in that effort and I will start learning. And then I did very, very well in my studies. What I want to tell you is this, students. Dherai patak the world tells us we cannot do things. And the people who tell us these things are not our family. They are relatives, far away relatives who may not have done anything much in their lives anyway. Do you agree with me or not? Yes or no? Whenever somebody tells you what you can and cannot do, you need to start thinking like frog number 2. You need to say, I can't hear you and I will go ahead and do this anyway. So the second choice that you have to make. First choice ke thiyo, choose to learn. First choice, remember? Yes or no? Choice 1, choose to learn. Choice number 2, choose who you will listen to. Who you listen to can potentially change your entire life. Number 3, choice number 3. This is a story I heard. एक पटक एउटा सानो केटा थियो. त्यो केटाले दुईटा यस्तो ढुङ्गा पाको खेल्दाखेरि पौडी खेल्दाखेरि दुईटा ढुङ्गा पाको. He picked up these stones. He took the stones to his father and he asked his father, Baba, यो दुईटा ढुङ्गाको भ्याल्यु कति होला त? फादरले हेरेर भन्यो, छोरा मलाई थाहा छैन तर let's find out. भोलि बिहान यो दुईटा ढुङ्गा लिएर तिमी बाटोतिर गएर बस अनि त्यहाँ आउने मान्छेहरूलाई ढुङ्गा बेच्न ट्राई गर एन्ड वेन दे वान्ट टु बाई इट तिमी ढुङ्गा नबेच मात्र देखाऊ यो तरिकाले हात गर अनि भागेर आऊ. ओके. नेक्स्ट डे छोरा गयो रत्न पार्क दुईटा ढुङ्गा लिएर गयो. बाबाले उसलाई भन्या थियो ढुङ्गाको भ्याल्यु थाहा गर्नुपर्ने हो. द बोय वेन्ट टु रत्न पार्क अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ ऊ गयो एकजना आइमाई आउनु भएको थियो. उसले आइमाईलाई सोध्यो यो किन्ने हो? आइमाईले भन्यो हो किन्छु. कति हो यसको? छोराले गर्यो 2. आइमाईले भने ए 2 रुपियाँ ल ल ल म किनिहाल्छु. छोराले उसलाई बेचेन. दौडेर घर गयो अनि बाबाले भन्यो बाबा यसको मूल्य त 2 रुपियाँ रहेछ. बाबाले भन्यो ल ठिक छ बाबु यस्तो गर अहिले चाहिँ तिमी त्यहाँ गए भोलि बिहान बानेश्वरमा जाऊ अनि लेट्स सी व्हाट यु गेट फ्रम देयर. सेम कुरा गर्नुपर्छ. अर्को दिन छोरा बानेश्वर गयो. त्यहाँ एउटा पसलको एउटा अङ्कल आइरा थियो. अङ्कलले सोध्नुभयो ए यो तिमी बेच्छौ दुईटा ढुङ्गा? छोराले भन्यो ल बेच्ने हो. अङ्कलले सोध्यो कति हो यसको भ्याल्यु त? छोराले गर्यो 2. अङ्कलले भन्यो ए 2000 ल ल ल म किनिहाल्छु. छोराले भन्यो हैन म बेच्दैन. दौडेर घर फर्केर गयो. तेस्रो दिन बाबाले भन्यो आज तिमी जाऊ दरबारमा. तेस्रो दिन त्यो केटा गयो दरबारमा. सेम कुरा उसले गर्यो. दरबारमा गयो दुईटा ढुङ्गा लिएर. दरबारमा एउटा ठुलो गाडीबाट एउटा आन्टी आउनु भएको थियो. आन्टीले उसलाई सोध्यो ए यो ढुङ्गा तिमी बेच्छौ? छोराले भन्यो हो बेच्ने हो. कति हो? आन्टीले गर्यो 2 लाख मात्र यति ठुलो डायमन्ड बेच्ने? ल ल ल म किनिहाल्छु. त्यो छोरा त्यो दिन गयो दौडेर घर गयो. घर गएर बाबालाई भन्यो बाबा 2 रुपियाँ छैन यसको भ्याल्यु. यसको भ्याल्यु 2000 पनि होइन. यसको भ्याल्यु चाहिँ छ 2 लाख रुपियाँ. अनि बाबाले उसलाई भन्यो यसको भ्याल्यु 2 रुपियाँ पनि होइन 2000 पनि होइन 2 लाख पनि होइन. यसको भ्याल्यु यसको एन्भाइरोमेन्टले डिटर्मिन गर्छ. यसको भ्याल्यु यसको सङ्गतले प्रभावित गर्छ. What I want you students to understand is this. The world we are living in today is not easy for you. I know that. हामी सानो हुँदाखेरि म कलेजमा हुँदाखेरि सोशल मिडिया थिएन. आज तपाईहरूको मेन्टल हेल्थ, सोशल मिडिया, टेन्सन, स्ट्रेस यस्तो खालको प्रेसर छ. Pressure हुँदाखेरि sometimes all of us make mistakes and we make wrong choices in our life. But remember, the one choice you need to make correctly is the environment you are in. Kasko sangatma basnuhuncha. How many of you have friends who you can call up and say, hey, extra class bhairachha, let's go together? How many of you do that? How many of you regularly participate in extra things? Raise your hands, raise your hands. I just want to see. Great job, guys. Great job. What I want you to understand is this. Your environment, the people you are with, the company you have, the people you choose to mix with change your life more than anything else. Be careful because these are the 5 years. Plus 2 ko 2 barsa, ani bachelors ko 3 अथवा 4 वर्ष. यो 5-6 वर्षमा तपाईले चुज गरेको साथी भाइले I promise you तपाईको लाइफ लङ सक्सेसलाई डिटर्मिन गर्छ. Have you all understood this, guys? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, 3 choices. Number 1, choose to learn. Number 2, choose who to listen to. You decide how capable you are. Choose who to listen to. Number 3, choose your environment carefully, who you are going to be mixing with, who you are going to be meeting with. And number 4, how many of you are studying whatever you are studying because of passion? Passion. Passionately koi padira cha? Okay, I can see lots of hands. Okay. You are passionate about what you study, right? Passion word ko right meaning ke cha? Kasalai tha cha? Passion. Passion word ko right meaning. We are told that the correct meaning of the word passion is we like something. That is not true. Passion word ko real meaning is, it comes from the Latin word patior, which means to suffer. If you are genuinely passionate about something, it means that you are willing to suffer for that. Is there anybody here passionate about music? Raise your hands. Music. Okay. Music, guitar बजाउँदा बजाउँदा कतिचोटि यस्तो हुन्छ तपाईलाई थाहा नै हुँदैन लन्च टाइम गइसक्यो हुन्छ कि हुँदैन? Yes or no? Music students, people who like music. Yes, people who like sports. How many of you like sports? Sports. कतिचोटि यस्तो हुन्छ? Raise your hand if it happens. Sports खेल्दाखेरि हामीलाई थाहा नै हुँदैन that it's become so late, we haven't eaten, we have to do some other work. यस्तो हुन्छ नि? That means your body is willing to suffer for your passion. And what I want to tell you is this. If you want to succeed in life, remember to work to do something associated with your passion. Because तपाईं आफ्नो passion को अन्तर्गत काम गर्नुहुन्छ भने, you will be willing to suffer, you will be willing to put in the effort that is required to reach the highest levels of success. If you want to succeed, there are many singers in the world, okay? But everyone has 1 or 2 favorites, yes or no? How do some people reach the height of their careers? Because they are experts in their career. And to reach the height of your career, there is something called, and this is scientific, the 10,000 hour rule. 10,000 घण्टा सम्म तपाईले कुनै एउटा कुरामा फोकस भएर काम गर्नु भएको छ भने तपाई त्यो पर्टिकुलर क्षेत्रमा एक्सपर्ट हुनुहुन्छ. Ani, to be an expert in a field, you have to put in that work. But if you are not passionate about it, if you are not willing to suffer for it, you will not be able to put in that work, and consequently, that success will not come. Have you all understood choice number 4? Number 4, choose passion. I will repeat the 4 choices I spoke about. And if you focus on these 4 things for the next 2 years or the next 1 year of your life, you will see your life will change consistently. Number 1, choose to learn. Number 2, choose who you listen to. Number 3, choose your environment carefully. And number 4, always choose passion. Because if you are passionate about something, you put in a lot more effort in that field, and the chances of you succeeding in that field are much higher. Euta arko kura. How many of you have parents who have done salaried jobs? Your parents who've done jobs, government jobs, salaried jobs? Anybody parents? Raise your hands. Okay. You know, पहिला को जमाना मा के हुन्थ्यो? Suppose I'm a teacher, suppose I'm a doctor, suppose I'm an engineer, whatever, I will take up a job, and the chances that I will do a job for many years is very high. But in 2040, predict karya थियो, 2040 अंग्रेजी वर्षमा, it was predicted that the world will shift to something called a gig economy, G-I-G, gig economy. Gig economy क्या होता? A gig economy is an economy where companies do not hire people to work for them all the time. companies do not hire full-time staff. Companies get freelancers to do work for them, and after that project is finished, they are moved away from the company. Do you know what a freelancer is? A freelancer is a person who's not a salaried employee. A freelancer is a person who comes into a company, does the work, and then goes away from the company. 2040 मा यो हुने वाला थियो, तर कोभिडले गर्दा सबैजना डिजिटल मिडियमसँग यस्तो कनेक्टेड भयो कि we did not have to wait long. गिग इकोनोमी अहिले नै आइराछ. नेपालमा पनि ब्याङ्क्सदेखि लिएर, and why I'm telling you this is because 1 अथवा 2 वर्षपछि तपाईहरू आफ्नो ब्याचलर्सको फिल्ड छान्नुहुन्छ. अहिले यो कुरा बुझेपछि तपाईहरूलाई सजिलो हुन्छ. नेपालमा पनि ब्याङ्क्सदेखि लिएर ठुलो ठुलो कम्पनीजदेखि all kinds of organizations-मा गिग इकोनोमी आइराछ. तर गिग इकोनोमीमा सक्सिड गर्नको लागि तपाईँ फ्रीलान्सर हुनुहुन्छ. त्यसको लागि it's very important not only to specialize in your field, but to understand the basic of communication, the basic of marketing, the basic of management, so that you can consistently get new work, because you're not working for a company for very long. Which is why I will again tell you, keep learning, keep growing, focus on communication, focus on growing your career. आजको दिनमा एउटा अर्को एकदम राम्रो तरिका छ to move your career forward, and that is called entrepreneurship. How many of you know this word? Raise your hand. Okay, any students of economics here? Okay, quite a few. I studied economics as well. Ani economics ma first chapter ma bhancha, an entrepreneur is somebody who gets land, labor, capital together and takes the risk and does work. Yes or no? आजको जमानामा the good thing is you don't need capital or land to be an entrepreneur. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. You need 3 things. Number 1, management skills. Number 2, a great idea that solves a problem. And number 3, a vision about what you want to achieve. मलाई entrepreneurship को कुरा अहिले गर्न किन इच्छा भइरहेको थियो किन तपाईको कलेजमा एउटा entrepreneurship अथवा incubation or innovation center start भएको छ. My request to each one of you would be, understand what happens in this innovation center, because bholiko zamanama gaera there is no profession which gives you the kind of freedom, the kind of impact as this. And to be able to use the innovation center, you are very privileged and your college is doing it. Let's have a round of applause for everybody that's a part of this. Because this is what we need for the country, for the students to progress. And each one of you, even if you don't want to be an entrepreneur tomorrow, does not matter. तर entrepreneurship ले जुन तपाईलाई problem solving skills दिन्छ, जुन तपाईलाई communication skills दिन्छ, that is going to be extremely important for the rest of your life. So I would strongly suggest each one of you find out incubation center अथवा innovation center मा कसरी innovation भइराछ and go ahead, participate, take up those roles. That is going to help you a lot. Okay? I'll do a quick recap on these 4 points and then we're done. Number 1, focus on learning, choose learning. Number 2, choose who you listen to. Number 3, choose your environment. Number 4, choose to focus on things what you're passionate about. And number 5, whenever you get a chance, focus on innovation, focus on entrepreneurship, focus on solving problems, because that is going to take you ahead in life. Thank you so much, students. All the best for your career. Enjoy everything that this journey has for you and make us all proud. Thanks a lot. Thank you.